Hello and welcome to this week's specials at Katoomba Music. I'm Stefano and today we are looking at Fender's new studio and stage series of rumble amplifiers, these little beauties right here. These are Fender's entry into multi-effects of their famous lightweight practice and gig-worthy amplifiers, bass amplifiers. But the thing is that they're bringing us bass players the same features the guitarists have been enjoying for years with their Mustang series of guitar amps. A welcome update if you ask most bass players. The range has also been trimmed down to 2, making your choice very easy. So here we have the Studio 40, this little guy here. Great for small gigs and as well as rehearsals. And over here we have the Stage 800, the big Rumble Stage 800. As I hinted earlier, they're updated and they're gig worthy and ready to play. You've got all the modelling that you would expect from Fender. There's 100 banks of preset effects that Fender has put in. Now these are simulations of other well-known Fender bass rigs, but also there's some great patches in there for simulating other brands like Orange and Ampeg, Gallion-Kruger and so on. And there's also a lot of different effects like flanges, chorus, phases, delays and things like that. So in addition to the 100 presets, there are also 100 empty slots ready for you to create your own funky sounds. Making these amps very useful for all us bass players and opening up a whole new level of creativity without spending a lot of money on different effects pedals. So a quick run through some of the effects that are built into here. As I mentioned earlier, we have some of Fender's most famous bass amps in here, and none other than the Fender Bassman. The first preset on here is the basic Bassman Clean, and we're going to run through right now and have a listen to how that sounds. The next preset we're going to look at is called a basic SVT rig, and it's otherwise known as the rocking peg. Figure out what amp that's for. Another one of my favourite preset effects in here is the basic orangey dirt, and it's a great effect because there's plenty of grit and overdrive there. Let's have a listen to how it sounds. One of my most favourite effects in this amplifier is the overdrive effect. It's in preset number 32, and the reason I like it so much is because not only do you get a bit of that overdrive grit, but you also maintain the low end of the bass. And that's a really, really handy feature because it allows us as bass players to maintain that bottom end and shake the room, and at the same time have that top end or the mid-range of our overdrive cutting through as well. Listen to what this sounds like. Both of these amps are gig worthy and ready for practice and rehearsals. The Studio 40 is probably loud enough to play with a light drummer, while the Stage 800 gives you 400 watts into two 10-inch Eminence ceramic speakers, and you can unlock the full 800 watts by plugging in an extension cabinet, which will give you the volume and tone you need pretty much for any gig. But even at 400 watts, as it is with the cabinet all on its own, it is more than gig worthy to run any gig that you're going to play. These amps are both on special at Katoomba Music. The Studio 40 is currently $5.99 on special, the retail is $7.49, and the Stage 800 is currently on special for $13.59. Both amazing amplifiers, and they sound fantastic, and as a bass player I'm excited to have them in the shop. Thanks for watching. That's it.
I think that's it.
I think that is it. So
We're professionals. Sorry?
professional what?
It is. Is it in the road?